Hello, guys! Welcome to Versatile and Viable. We all know that we need motivation, sometimes external, sometimes self made, to get started or even to accomplish some tasks. But what if I tell you there is something that is more prominent in achieving your targets than simple motivation? Watch till the end of this video to find out how to turn things around and even when your motivation is low. Have you ever wondered why some things we started with great motivation fades fast no matter how much you try? Motivation is often altered by immediate results and long-term results. Human behavior tends to seek immediate results from the actions we have taken. When it takes long time and feels like a hassle, we tend to fed up and eventually give up. But what if I tell you you can accomplish some tasks even without motivation? Look at this interesting experiment. Anne Thorndike, a primary care physician at Massachusetts General Hospital in Boston, had a crazy idea. She believed she could improve the eating habits of thousands of hospital staff and visitors without changing their willpower or motivation in the slightest way. In fact, she didn't even plan on talking them to all. Thorndike and her colleagues designed a 6-month study to alter the choice architecture of the hospital cafeteria. They started by changing how drinks were arranged in the room. Originally, the refrigerators located near to the cash counter in the cafeteria were filled with only soda. The researchers added water as an option to each one. Additionally, they placed baskets of bottled water next to the food station throughout the room. Soda was still in the primary refrigerators, but water was now available at all drinking locations. Over the next 3 months, the number of soda sales at the hospital dropped by 11.4%. Meanwhile, sales of bottled water increased by 25.8%. They made similar adjustments and saw similar results with the food in the cafeteria. Nobody had said a word to anyone eating there. So, basically, there was no change in the motivation or even choice of the people that was altered by the speeches given by the hospital staff. We tend to make our choices not because what we are, but where we are. If I walk into my kitchen and saw a plate full of candy, I will pick up a dozen and munch them without even noticing or without even being hungry. If your house is full of packaged foods and sugary drinks, you tend up consuming them more because they were there. Environment is the invisible hand that shapes human behavior. Despite our unique personalities, certain behaviors tend to arise again and again under certain environmental conditions. Look at these examples. In church, people tend to talk in whispers. On a dark street, people act wary and guarded. In this way, the most common form of change is not internal but external. We are changed by the world around us. Every habit is context dependent. For examples, items at the eye level tend to be purchased more than those on the down near the floor. For this reason, you will find expensive brand names featured in easy to reach locations on store shelves because they drive the most profit while cheaper alternatives are tucked away in the harder to reach spots. The most powerful of all human sensory abilities, however, is vision. The human body has about 11 million sensory receptors. Approximately 10 million of those are dedicated to sight. Some experts estimate that half of the brain's resources are used on vision. Given that we are more dependent on vision than on any other sense, It should come as no surprise that visual cues are the greatest catalyst of our behavior. For this reason, a small change in what you see can lead to a big shift in what you do. As a result, you can imagine how important it is to live and work in an environment that are filled with productive cues and devoid of unproductive ones. Thankfully, this is a good news in this respect. You don't have to be the victim of your environment, you can also be an architect of it. Human behavior always tends to choose the least resistance path. You might have observed this in the example given above. The less the resistance, the more frequently we perform the task given and gets habituated to it. If you check your cupboard or closet now, you will find some clothes you didn't even touch in days or months because they were kept in a place where you may not be able to see them. You might have bought a painting kit but kept it inside the drawer. It sees the light of the day only when you clean your room. This key point is very essential while building habits. We need to build our environment around us in the favor of it. If you want to eat more fruits, keep a bowl on the kitchen counter or dining table and fill it with your favorite fruits. Do not buy the unhealthy food for just in case reasons. If you want to play less video games, keep the remote inside your locker. What we are doing here is creating resistance in the path of a bad habit, which makes it less capable of seizing the time without your notice. This works for almost all the things. If you want to read more books, keep your book or a Kindle beside your nightstand or at least at the table beside your bed. And keep your phone in the table far away where you can hear your alarm in the morning. This helps with detoxing social media addiction and improve your sleeping habits. These actions don't need enormous efforts, but it will create substantial results. Your small steps towards better habits will surely reward you in the long run. We suggest you take up this activity. Think about one thing you wanted to change and take a little step in building or resisting it. Be consistent with it and share your results in the comments below. Hope you liked this video helpful. If you liked it, please share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you again.